So fuck it. I'm revealing the strategy which made me profitable and funded this year, not just once, but multiple times at 37 years of old age. I'm 37, so you're never too old to start trading. So a lot of gurus will keep this, secrets or wanted to charge money for that, etc. I don't. I'm just gonna show you now. So I don't really care. I don't give a shit. First of all, your strategy you should be able to explain the strategy in less than a minute. It should be duplicable. What's that mean? Basically, if it's duplicable, meaning anyone else can learn it. It's not just for you. You're not playing by emotions. You're not playing just by guessing. You're playing actually by real analysis and real strategy. Should be simple. I think that's the most important. This should be simple. I see so many gurus trying to introduce you to ICT, Fibonacci, Wagyu steak, fair value gap, crazy fancy words. When in fact, my friend, all you need in trading is support, resistance, shift of structure, engulfing candlestick, and entry signal. That's it. That's all you need. So I'll just explain it to you, my strategy, in a very, very simple way. And I explain it in less than 1 minute. It took me literally 10 seconds. If you cannot do that, if you're trying to explain a strategy and you're including Fibonacci and the fair value gap and EMA and trend line and all this stuff, and your chart looks crazy, no wonder why you're losing. Anyway, I'm gonna show you now what I mean by that. So, what is this one? Germany 30. Let's go on this one. By the way, my strategy works on Forex, it works on crypto, it works on CFD, works on anything. A lot of gurus always say that this strategy works on this one only, or crypto only, or this market, or this stock market, or whatever it might be. The strategy should be simple and should work on most things. So this is a trade I took about 1 or 2 weeks ago. I choose this trade because it's the simplest, the most cleanest way to see. Of course, as you learn trading and you learn your strategy, obviously comes to also your intuition and syncing with the market, I would say. So you really get to feel where the direction is going to go. Of course, strategy playing massive role, your mindset, but you get the feeling, you kind of get synced with the market. So I draw a rectangle box like this one, and this rectangle box you can see here, I draw that in the area where the price touched the most of the part. So you can see the price touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here. So I draw the rectangle box as a resistance. Why as a resistance? Why I wanted to sell instead of buying, I would say. You can see the price was clearly going up, right? Had a high low, high, and then had an engulfing, broke this below structure. This making this chart now bearish. A lot of gurus get this wrong as well. They don't know what is bearish, what is bullish. So now, when the price, all I was basically waiting for the price to come back to the resistance. Let's go on a 4 hour. Where is the trade? This is the trade. To be honest, I closed very early because, I'm still human, and I believe I had like one massive loss just before this one, and I saw this one when the price was coming back. I freaked out, and I'm supposed to not to do it. I'm supposed to just let it run, because you can see this will be 1 to 6. Instead it was 1 to 1.5. Am I complaining? Not really. Could have done better? Absolutely. Anyway, so you can see the price broke below the structure, came back to the resistance, Let me zoom this in. Let me make myself smaller because you don't need me now. Came back to this. Now you can see I tried to trade it here. You can see not every time this is gonna work out. So it came back to resistance. You can see on a 4 hour. It made a lower high, a lower low, lower high, low low, lower high, and if you go to 1 hour, hey, where are we? Here. If you go to 1 hour, and I zoom in, what do I see? It came to the resistance, had a one engulfing, but it didn't really change the structure. There was no shift of structure. Did a couple more, higher lows, higher highs, right? And then you can see this engulfing candlestick. It broke below these previous lows, nice and clearly. And I believe I entered already on the momentum on this one. Where are we? Here. Yeah, I believe I already entered on the momentum. I saw this half an hour candlesticks getting engulfing as well. And I simply entered a little bit of a drawdown, and then it just made my way. I believe I freaked out on this one for whatever reason. I can't remember why, but I freaked out because I think I was already in good profit, so I wanted to keep the profits. And then it just went in my way anyway. And I was supposed to hold it. I usually hold my trades for 1 week, maybe sometime even 2 weeks, because I swing trade. I don't do scalping, I don't do day trade, I just do swing trade. And that's it. There you have it. That's the strategy. Of course, is it to it more than just strategy? Of course. You know, is your mindset right? Did you sleep well? Believe it or not, that's a really big one. I didn't sleep well, and I'm currently in a trade I'm gonna show you now. And sometime your strategy and your discipline just go out the window, and you enter stupid trade like I entered here. You can see this one, the daily, still very much so, or you can say bearish, but it's not very clear. The weekly is still very bullish. Let's just say the daily is bearish, but the 4 hour switched, ignore this one, switched bullish, come to this resistance, which I think potentially it could still go in my way, but looking at the trade now, I don't think so. So we'll see. But I didn't sleep very well, and that sometimes happens. Believe it or not, a lot of the gurus, they don't really tell you, but a lot of the outside of your life affecting your trading as well. It's not just purely trading strategy, because if it's just purely trading strategy, then AI will already take over, and you'll just make millions. Everyone will just make millions. But you can see I didn't see any single robot or anything like that will just work consistently over a long period of time. You know, if you look at the chart, what is the chart? What you can see on this chart? Is this candlestick? What do you see here? Is this candlestick? This one? Is this a candlesticks? Or is this human emotions? This is a human emotions. You can see if this is a purely trading system, it will probably go like nicely, right? But it doesn't. Human emotions. Look what it does. Boom. Hey. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. It just go all over the place. It just keeps on going. That's a human emotions. People freak out. People get comfortable. People get confident, and that's how you see. The chart is basically nothing else, just human emotions. So, am I gonna lose this trade? Probably. I'm gonna show you here. I'm currently in this trade, silver, 600 in loss currently, about almost 2% down on my funded account, 100k. So we'll see how that goes. But I hope that helps with the strategy I just explained. If you have any questions, comment down below. Join the free Telegram group channel, which I have under this video. The link is there. Or don't join. That's really up to you. I don't really care.